Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ohio Richlands. We just purchased another 500 chickens, which means we now have 3,000 of them in total. We do have some earthworks going on at the yard. You will have seen it in some of the little clips just before this. We did sell the greenhouse. We got $3,941 for that. And the old chicken barn is also gone, $32,917 for that as well. There is quite a bit of construction going on at the yard. We've got the digger and trailer. We've got a company in doing that. They're leveling out most of the yard. Right up from the shed we have where the chicken barn was is getting leveled down to where the wash bay is, where the combine's been sitting. And they're leveling it all out towards the grain bins. So it is quite a big remodel, and we're trying to stay out of the yard as best as we can. If we need any equipment moved, the guy is going to phone us. But I think they're okay for now. We're doing it in 2 stages. So today we're going to get most of that leveled out. I don't think they're far from being finished actually. And then next month we've got the second part of it. Hopefully once the grass is ready. If the grass isn't ready, we're just going to have to cut the grass, that little area we need. And we're going to be putting down a new road into the farm. But for now we're going to go up and check on the sheep pen, get them sorted out. Go back down to the yard and see how they're getting on later on today. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Well, that's us up here just now. The sheep have plenty of feed and water, so we don't need to do anything with them. But we do need a pruner. I'm not sure when we actually need to have it for, or when we use it. But I'm pretty sure it is some point between now and when they start growing next March or April. So we need to buy that. It's not very expensive. I think it's about $16,000. But we need to get that done. Obviously we did the subsoiling not long ago, the ploughing between the vines, so that's up to date. They will need fertilise, but we're just going to wait until they actually start growing. I think that is the best time. We don't need to move any wool either just now, so we can just kind of wait with that. But yeah, let's get back down to the yard. See what else we need to do. We did sell 10 Angus cows this morning. So now $31,250 in the bank. We've got to go and feed the Angus cows and give them some straw. Any leftover straw needs to go to the dairy cows, and we need to get a load of TMR for the dairy cows as well. It's going to be a bit of a messing about because obviously the yard is quite busy. But we're going to go and get that done. There is still that sugar beet contract, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it just now. We're trying to progress through the winter and get into next year where we can get the grapes really going. We'll get the new shed up, I think next month it's going to be going up. And then obviously that second part of construction to the yard. So let's go back, get the animals fed, get them up to date. We'll probably go down and check the production area as well and get that seen to, and take any clothes back up to the yard. It's soon going to be time to get them sold in April as well. It's going to come round quick because we're already in November. So let's get the cows and all that fed up to date, and we'll see you probably in the morning. Well, it's now December 1st and we've already prepaid for the shed at $37,800. So it should be getting built today, but just now we've got 30,000 litres of wool going up here to sell at the Ohio Agri Co-op. We need to sell the Angus cows actually, and another 500 chicks we need to buy as well. So we'll go and get the Angus cows done back at the yard, see if anyone's there yet. It is kind of early in the morning, but I should imagine they're there. And then we will go over and get another 500 chickens. So let's get that done and we'll see you in a little bit. Well, we got tied up a little there with feeding the animals, but let's sell these 10 Angus cows. There is these ones here at 0 months, so we did get 10 new calves. There we go, 27 months, so we'll sell that 10. and add the $1,000 back in just now. Well, what we also forgot as well is these guys are 20 something months now, 26 months, so they should reproduce next month. That means we need to get rid of these 20 so we've got room because the barn is full. But they've done 32 months, so that's not bad. Again, we add in the $2,000 for the transport fee, so $30,000 in total. We've got $112,000 in the bank, so let's go and get these chickens. Well, here we are. Let's see how much eggs we have. Oh wow, there's quite a few pallets. So we've got 8 full pallets and another little one as well. So that's not bad going. We're going to leave them in here just now because they're kind of in protected storage. They're not just outside like the other pens. But let's go in here and get another 500 chickens. Well, there we have it, 3,500 chickens in total. We bought another 500 today. I've just seen on the weather now it's away to snow soon as well. That ploughing contract, we had somebody out earlier this morning, they completed that. So ploughing field 11, $19,013 in the bank. The animals are all up to date now. We need to move the slurry from the dairy barn. These guys should actually need a bit of hay. We topped them up yesterday, but they do go through quite a bit. These guys are all okay. We can actually sell some of these. In fact, we could probably wait until kind of March time. Because they're $650, I think. Oh, we got 36 lambs today in there. I thought that pen was full. I wonder if there's any in this pen. I think this one's maybe all full. 2 months ago we got 30. 3 months ago we got another 30. Oh, 2 months ago. But yeah, these are going to sell well. By the time we get to March or April, when we need to get the money in for the new grapevines, I think we should sell some sheep to make some extra money. These guys, yeah, there's quite a few we could sell as well. 4 sets of, we've got 120 we can sell. By the time it comes around to April, they should be at a good kind of price, maybe about $600, $650 per sheep. But the feed's okay with them. We sold all the wool because we've still got 35,000 litres in there and almost 30,000 litres in that one as well. But we do need to move the clothes and fabric. Chocolate we'll need to move. We'll probably sell that straight away actually. And the sugar beet, the sugar, we've got almost 6,000 litres, so we need to move that pallets as well. The only other thing I noticed that's kind of annoying, in the sale, there's an X9 combine. We could have bought it if we waited, but then it only takes a bigger header, so it makes more sense to get the smaller combine like we did. But yeah, let's crack on with today and move some stuff at the production area. Well, that's us back from checking up on the sheep, and you will notice that there is no way through there now, so we have to go down this route. So the yard has changed up quite a bit. We've got new floodlights as well. So now we come down through the grass field here. We were hoping that this was going to be the second stage, but it wasn't, so we just cut it. We actually got one bale out of it, so we decided we were going to ted it and give it to the Angus cows. That was in the montage earlier on. So now we can get into our yard this way, and as you can see, it is opened up big time. So we have this shed now. That cost us $37,800, and we also got $28,304 for the wool we sold earlier on, and $7,967 for the chocolate not long ago. But now we have opened up this whole section and leveled it out and put this big shed up. There will be, I think there's going to be another shed of this size, next to it here, which is going to come right out to, I think it's pretty much this concrete pad here. So yeah, that is our new purchase for just now, and it's can't be better timed really. The snow is coming down thick and fast, and we are already in winter, so we're going to get the combines in there, but we can't do that until tomorrow, kind of 10 o'clock in the morning-ish, to let the concrete settle. But we'll jump into tomorrow to get the combines parked in there. Hopefully it's not too bad overnight, so we'll see you first thing in the morning. Well, it's now the 2nd of December, and you may have noticed the bank balance dropped twice. We forgot to mention it, but a couple of clips ago, we dropped from about 200,000 down to under $100,000 in the bank. We actually paid 140,000 towards the loan, so we had 820,000 left to pay. And then just recently, our bank balance dropped again. We've now got 32,000. Oh, it's just changed the hour. $32,766 in the bank. We paid another 100,000 towards the loan, so we've only got 720,000 left to pay, which is good because we may need an extra loan when it comes to this new Grapevines and the field, because it's going to get very expensive very quickly. However, the concrete is set and we have everything washed, parked up nicely. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it looks really nice just now. By the time it comes into moving machinery, getting ready for harvest, and then harvesting itself, I think this is going to look a lot different, and there's just going to be a mess everywhere. We are going to get a couple loads of gravel dropped down. We're going to put some down the edge here just to finish off this bit. I'm going to leave this bit because we are going to get another shed, so there's no point in putting gravel down again. But we will finish off, I think this side's going to be gravel as well. And just to tidy it up, and we'll probably put some grass seed in the bank, some meadow grass or something, just to make it look a bit better rather than just dirt lying about. But everything is washed. We did take the time and do that this morning, and everything is parked in here. So it is quite chock-a-block now, and there really isn't much room in here to move about. So we've already got the shed and completely filled it. But there's nothing to do for today. There's no other, there is 2 contracts, but the ground's too cold, so I'm not going to bother doing them. It's just, I think it's like $5,000 or $6,000 for the contracts themselves. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to jump into, we need to feed the Angus cows, so actually I need to use the 7R. We're going to go feed the Angus cows hay, and we're going to put a bit of straw into their pen as well, and then jump into next year for the 1st of January, where we're going to have 10 Angus cows to sell. We should have 20 Holstein calves because it's the next month, and we should have a 27-month-old set of Holsteins. And then we're going to check on the sheep. We are going to keep an eye on the prices of that because we're going to need to sell it some point soon, between kind of, I'm hoping between February and April. And we do have quite a few pallets of clothes as well. They are stacking up quite nicely. I think last time I counted we had 17 pallets, so at the peak price there's $170,000 worth there. We've got our raisins here ready for the cereal factory. We have been picking off the honey as it's been ready. I think there's another pallet. Yeah, it's not full yet though. And then the only other thing we need to do is wait until, I'm assuming it's going to be March until that grass is ready now, which is kind of annoying. But it's just in time because we need to start planting in April, and obviously we're going to get that exact emerge planter out in the field and getting ready to go, because we've not done, I think we may need to repair it as well. I'm not sure what kind of level the damage is at on it, because we did buy it, did we buy it? I think we bought it second hand. Yeah, I think we did. Right, let's go and get this done. We'll get the Angus cows done, and then we'll see you in the new year. So we'll see you in a little minute. Before we forget, actually, now that it's daylight, and we didn't really see it last time, we can go down this road here, well, the new entrance in, because obviously we can't nip up through the grain bin, by the grain bins there. So we've got to come around here now. We've opened it up. It's also made the edge of the field here a bit smoother as well, so it's going to be a lot easier to get things in and turned and, you know, to harvest it. So we made it nice and wide because we don't know what we're going to be taking up and down here in future. So we just made it a decent size just now. Obviously we've got access to the slurry tank here, and then there's a little trailer park in here. I may take up the other trailer, the cattle trailer at the bottom there, the animal trailer. But this is all fenced off now, we can't get over there. And then a fence right the way along there as well, down to the end. So obviously nobody comes in and drives through because everyone's been so used to it that's been in the yard so far. So that is the new layout. We did make it so there's enough room to actually back the Super Bee in when it comes to harvest. So there's no issues there. And we actually have enough room here to put another concrete pad, sort of just out here a bit. I'm not sure how far we're going to go with it because I don't know what our plans are for distant future. We are going to put another grain bin in here, the same size as this one, so slightly bigger than the original two. We're going to put another one in here, potentially another two, but I'm not 100% sure on what we're actually going to do yet. I don't know the size of grain harvests that we're going to have off of our own fields for future. But what I do know is, because Farm Sim 25 is going to be coming out in a month or two now, it's getting very close. We're going to have to start wrapping up this episode. That's why I'm trying to push through the months quickly and try and expand, get as much done as we can before the new farming series comes out. And we jump straight into that because likelihood is we're probably not going to come back into doing this one, at least in the near future, once the new ones come out. So once the new Farm Sim comes out, I think it's going to be the end of Ohio Richlands for the time being. We may come back and visit it at a later date. I don't know what's going to happen yet. By the looks of it, this game is going to be taking over quite a lot of these content creators as well as me. I think it's going to be the in thing. And we're not going to be going back to FS22 by the looks of it because there's so much. I might actually do a few videos, potentially shorts. I'm not sure. I have messed around with shorts. You may have seen the one up recently. I'm still not 100% sure on doing it. It's like doing grapes in this game. I've never done it before, so it is a hit or a miss. I'm either going to get it right or it's going to be wrong, and it's going to be really wrong. But I will try and bring you some updates to FS25. I know there's a lot of the creators bringing updates quite a lot. You know, every week or so there's updates of some sort. We know about ground deformation, some of the new equipment that's going to be in the game, and new crops as well. I think there's peas, there's rice. I can't remember the other ones actually, and I just seen something today. Some new thing that came out. Or maybe it's a machine, I can't remember now. But yeah, I am going to maybe do a couple of videos, kind of bring people up to date on the new FS25, what's in it, what to expect. And then we obviously all know that the launch date is the 13th of November. So let's try and get through this episode as quick as possible. The sky's not looking too good here, so I think it's going to snow pretty soon. So we need to get organized here, get into the next month. And we'll see you at the 1st of January. We'll get these cows fed up, check on the animals, and we'll see you in just a little bit for the new year. So let's get going. Well, it's a very chilly start to the new year. It is -2 just now, and the forecast is snow all day. So we need to get prepared, get the animals fed, get what we need done. I think we're going to start with the sheep pen out at the other field. Then we're going to go and take a couple loads of barley over to the chickens, because after that I don't think we're going to get out on the roads. But let's check the animals. So the first month now that we don't need to buy 500 chickens. We have 500 chicks, and I'm assuming it came from probably these ones at 7 months, because they reproduce at 6 months old. Healthy and older than 6 months can reproduce, so I imagine 7th month. you get your chicks. So now we don't need to buy any more chicks. They will just keep reproducing until there's 5,000 in there. Then we will sell whatever ones is at that age, sell them off so that we keep getting new chicks in every month. We do have 23,800 eggs, so we're going to need to do something with them. It's only going to get more and more, even quicker and quicker, because we've still not filled the pen yet. And there's only 4,000. We've still got room for another 1,000 chicks, so another 2 months. So I reckon 8 months, 8 or 9 months, and we'll be selling chickens. But they've only got 163,000 litres left. Let's check our barley. We've got just over 250,000 litres left. We're not going to take it all over just now. We're just going to hang on to it just for a little bit yet. Yeah, definitely no contracts. But first up, we need to go and check on the sheep. They do need water. We're going to have to do that. Hopefully it's not frozen. We need to give both pens water and grass. We also need to remove the wool. I think we could maybe get away with selling it actually. 26,000 litres in there, 33,000, so it's not going through it very quickly, so we could get away with selling. Need to keep an eye on the sugar beet today. I imagine it's going to run out some point later today. Move the sugar, or what's left of the sugar, over into the dairy. There's plenty of milk to keep it going. The sugar we put in is probably going to match the milk, because we're doing a 1-to-1 ratio. It should even out to empty both of them really. Clothes, yeah, we'll need to move fabric pallets over later on as well. And the sheep, not the chickens, the sheep in our yard, they're okay. We gave them a grass bale the other day, but they do need some water. And let's take the wool. I think we could get away with just selling the wool actually. They'll be okay today. These guys need some more straw and some more hay as well. But yeah, the forecast is not looking good. It's going to be like this all day, so I think we need to go and jump in the pickup. Go up and do the sheep pen first, then we can get a load over, maybe 2 loads of barley actually, because I don't know how long the snow is going to be going on for. So we'll go and do that. We'll go up to the sheep pen first, get it done, then go back here, grab the truck and trailer, and get the chickens seen to. And then sort out the animals here. In fact, before we do that, we could just run around and sell that 10 Angus cows first. Well, we probably should have taken the Jeep over this way since we've got that new entrance in and out at this side. We're going to keep forgetting about that until we actually start using it, I suppose. But we'll get these sold. I think we're going to leave the episode here. And we have kind of accomplished quite a bit. We've done quite a transformation in the yard. I'm just looking to see, yeah, we do. We have 0 months there, that's fine. But yeah, we'll sell these 10. We'll leave the episode here and we'll come back in possibly February for the next episode. And that one step closer to getting all the clothes sold. So we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.